I know.
All right, ready?
Yep. Hello and welcome to Stuck in Beta podcast, episode number 57, right? 57?
That's right.
I'm Greg. With me is Harry and Lloyd.
David. Oh, come on. You could have done Harry and David.
Oh, Harry and Lloyd. All right.
Dumb and Dumber
I
is
guess I'm
what he
Harry.
just called us.
Ding, ding, ding.
See? Yeah, I think you meant that one.
There you go.
So easy, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So yell at me for screwing this up. Yeah,
Oh,
What are you
hey,
gonna
Hey,
do?
we're getting comments in the chat room already. Oh, those M&Ms are gross. So whatever you posted on the interwebs, the
okay,
Facebooks.
we'll get to that.
Yeah, we have got some stuff we're going to try later. As always, go to stuckinbetapodcast.com and check out all our socials. Hey, what do we got going on?
The gang is back together.
Yes,
We are.
all three of us.
The whole band. Our drummer.
You play
Yes.
instruments?
Our drummer. Let's
I played
kick it.
trumpet, not drummer.
Well, you're kind of a
Trumpet.
sound
yeah, I
effect
played
guy.
trumpet. Were you in band?
The trumpet, the triangle, and the wood block. Let's go.
Were you in band in high school?
Yes.
Yeah, you didn't know this?
Come on.
I probably he probably has stories about the bus rides as a band member.
Yeah,
I
band
do.
geek.
Yeah.
time at
Yeah,
band camp.
band was very
Exploratory.
pretty much. Those band nerds. I mean, I could say that because I'm.
This one time at band camp.
I could say that because I'm one of them. They're a little dirty, you know.
Dirty.
Dirty.
Yeah,
I don't know
tell us
what you're.
more.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, like, you know,
This one time at band camp.
Okay, that exactly is correct.
Huh.
Really?
That
I don't think
Girl,
you've ever
I
shared
never
any
had
of these
that-
I
stories.
never had that experience.
You were in band too?
Oh
Oh,
yes.
yeah, I played the
wasn't.
trumpet.
No.
Well, how long were you in band? All
It was
through high school?
2 or 3 years. I think 3 years in high school. Yeah.
Did you go on competitions
no,
and stuff?
our
Yeah.
band was like 25 members.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
tiny.
Much
Yeah,
smaller
that's-
school.
Yeah, yeah. We were at competitions. We had the football games. We did all that.
So you're saying the overnight. So if Jackson stays in band, you're saying I shouldn't let him go to overnight competitions or
Well,
Anything
no,
like
it's
that.
it's fine.
He'll become
just
a man.
He'll just learn a lot.
He'll come home with a swagger.
He'll learn more than what Dad taught you from the talk. You know?
The birds and the bees.
Oh man, I am.
Yeah, and then more.
Wow.
You're like,
I
Wow.
had no idea. I
Yeah.
had no idea about
You
Greg.
put your mouth on that instrument.
Yeah, yeah. It was. So that actually reigns true. That whole
American Pie.
American Pie.
Really?
Yeah.
I never.
He's never shared any of those stories with
great.
me. I've known him
It's
for...
a bunch of horned up teenagers.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, hormones are raging, sure,
but these are
and
all.
they're carrying horns.
Yeah, I
Yes.
thought that's what you meant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's
Right.
what I meant.
They're-
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
What else
and
would I
guitared
mean?
up and...
Guitar.
Oh, I
Well,
know they-
no. I have never seen a guitar in marching band. Sorry,
Obviously, I
that's
wasn't.
a hell.
that's true.
That's a hell of a parade to carry an amp.
We had guitar player.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
you did have
Oh,
one.
come on!
You had drummed up.
No, yeah, because
You
when-
had a guitar in marching band?
yes, because okay,
It was a
the
big school.
well, yeah, you had. So here's the way it worked. A lot of times at football games, even me, I did not do the marching out in the field and all that because I was on the sideline. I played the timpanis. You
Sure,
can't have
yeah.
4 big drums and
Right.
march around with them. So I was on the sideline, and one of the other guys was a guitar player on the sideline.
Huh.
Boom, 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 boom. Well, actually, that would be bass, wouldn't it?
Well, but bass is a guitar.
Yeah, but he was out there playing as
Unless
well.
he had a stand-up bass on the sideline playing.
Yeah, he did. Boom, 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 boom.
Was he wearing a zoot suit while he was doing it?
He was. He was.
Oh,
And
boy.
A big old hat with a feather in it.
smoking lady was there.
Was she?
Yeah.
Oh, was she really?
Play that bass for me.
I thought you were gonna say, play that funky music.
So,
All right.
All right. Well, we wasted what hell? That is 5 minutes of
5 minutes.
non-agenda topics there.
Non-scripted.
So
nonsense.
really, yeah, there's a lot of fun times in band. I enjoyed it. I recommend it.
He recommends it. For Jackson.
Hey, yeah. Well,
Yes.
we'll have to have a discussion about that.
All right.
So
Well,
we went to the old Brewfest this weekend.
Yeah.
What do you wanna say?
woo.
So there you go.
Good story.
Well, this guy missed it.
I was at a judo tournament.
Yeah.
So were you competing?
I wasn't. But we'll talk about that in a minute. Continue your discussion about I was going to say brew camp about
Brew
Brewfest.
brew camp. Now that's another thing we need to.
Yeah.
We could invent that.
We should do that.
camp.
Why wouldn't we have a brew camp?
All we need is a big piece of property.
We're not very good at organizing things.
Yeah, but you
I
just
don't
bring a
know.
bunch of
I think you could put Molly in charge of that.
Oh, yeah.
bring a bunch of people together.
Pay your $25, $30 at the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have all the ingredients. You get to brew whatever you want. You do 5-gallon batches.
Yeah.
5-gallon, maybe 1-gallon batches.
Sure.
Keep the inventory down.
Make sure it's hops and not something else that people are using.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think that would be a. Hey, we've got something.
Okay, that just went out to the interwebs.
Oh, I
Hey,
know.
that's our
Yeah,
copyright.
Yeah.
Don't be infringing on us.
I think all 6 people are ready to steal it.
7.
Oh, 7 now.
So, how was Brew Camp? Brewfest?
Brew camp, the Tanglefoot Brewfest here in Festus, Missouri.
Big metropolis.
It was a good time, as usual. Lots of
Beautiful
beers.
day.
Very beautiful day. Lots of beers to try. I think some of my favorite beers are actually from the Homebrew Club.
Really?
Yeah, I liked. There was raspberry something or other.
Yeah.
Were they Dr. Bolt's or somebody
Dr.
else?
Bolt did one. He did a smoked amber ale that was really, really
Delicious.
That sounds good.
good. It was awesome, and I don't know how they do that. I should have just asked him, but I don't know. But I don't know
Had a
how
lot of
you
samples.
Mm.
make that smoking. Yeah, it had a lot of samples. I don't know how you make that smoking taste.
Well, you could use liquid smoke, right?
Yeah, I guess, but it was good. And what was your favorite there, Blair?
Me?
Lloyd?
Oh, yeah, the other guy, the guy who was there. Let's see.
Huh? What?
Man, you
I'm on
know,
Are we live?
Main and Mill cracked open some more of their Trail of
Trail of
Totality.
Totality.
Oh, did they?
And that I had 2 samples of, so
Ooh.
I'd have to say that's my favorite. But
Go ahead.
things I haven't had before, man, I don't know. It's tough. There was some good ones there, but I had way too much.
There was
Yeah.
a little too much. That's the
No,
problem.
I
Was
had
it as
way
bad
too
as
much.
me last year? Then I had to go home quickly.
No, nothing like that.
Oh,
No.
I gotta go.
That's
I
how
gotta
it,
go potty.
That's how it went last year, man. That was awful.
No, I didn't have anything like that go on, but yeah.
Luckily, Molly
4
drove us.
hours.
Yeah.
That's a long time, and it was beautiful.
We got there 1 hour late. Oh, and we stayed, I think, 1 hour long.
Oh, really?
Well, they just kept serving.
We're like, oh, okay. You still, yeah.
I remember at one point, Lori said, because she was like keeping up with us, and she said, my belly's got a lot of beers floating around in it, and we sat down for like 5 minutes, and we're like, you want to get another one? It was like that fast, and we just stuck with it. It was like, you're only getting, what are those, like 4 ounce?
yeah,
but you're not
maybe.
even getting that.
No, maybe 3 ounces.
You're getting
Yeah.
2 or 3.
Some of them gave a pretty good pour, though.
Yeah.
But and
every once
depending
in a
on the
while.
beer, the ABV's completely
Oh, yeah,
different too.
I know.
mean, you might have something that's 4, but you might have something that's 12.
Yeah.
I started out really smart though. There was some that I tried that I didn't care for much, so I would either discreetly
Dump it.
out or
Yeah.
Right in front of the
This
brewer.
is crap.
Oh! And then pour it
There
out.
was the second tasting that I had, and I'm not going to mention the brewer, but it was an IPA, and it was good, it was fine, but the last sip that I had some kind of a chunk in it. And it was like in my mouth, and I'm like, oh no, what is this?
It's probably just yeast.
It probably was, but it was, it felt weird going in your mouth like that.
Man, it almost came out. Yeah, there you go. Okay, there you go. All right. Ding, ding, ding. I wasn't going to go there, but Greg did.
There you go.
All right. So
I've been watching reruns of The Office, so that's what he says all the time.
Sorry you missed it.
So I was at a judo tournament. So Jackson's been taking judo since January, February.
Now this is Judo Tony.
Turney.
It's Tony.
I skipped the
Tony.
R. Yeah, Judo Tony. Don't you know Judo Tony?
Hey, Judo Tony, come down. Get all your judo wearing.
Judy.
Come meet Judy Judo.
What?
I'm
Judo
married.
Judy.
Oh,
Judo
man.
Tony married to Judo
Judy. They own a judo shop.
Come to Judo Warehouse.
Anyway, so Jackson's been in judo since February, I think, and this was the first tournament that we were in town and was going on. So we decided to go over, and it was relatively small. There were probably 30 competitors, ranging in age range from probably 6 to mid to late 50s. Saw one guy mess his knee up pretty bad. Had to hobble out. There was one competitor who was like a first or second degree black belt, but was completely blind and fought two of the guys that are in our club, in Jackson's club, and beat one of them. Actually, beat both of them. And come to find out Monday night at judo that they researched this guy, and he's a para-Olympian, so he does the Olympics for people with disabilities. And he's the number one ranked judo person for para-Olympians for his weight class.
Oh. Wow.
And he was wrestling or fighting in Hillsboro, Missouri. It was pretty cool to watch. So they had to, for him, since he can't see, they had to keep one hand on each other at all times, and if you broke that, they had to stop the match and start over. And so it was fascinating to watch. I mean, it was really, really cool to watch. But the guys from Jackson's club did okay. They lost a couple, but won a couple. It was pretty fascinating to watch. It was pretty cool. So Jackson was pretty excited by it and thinks that he might do the next one. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah,
cool.
They break it by weight class, and then they try and keep, like, they make sure like a yellow belt's not fighting a black belt, which is like a 4-year difference.
What's he at right now?
He is second degree yellow, so he'll be testing for his orange belt probably in another month and a half, 2 months. So. Yeah,
so by test, you mean he's got to break like a certain number of...
No, it's knowing throws, knowing terminology, that kind of stuff. And I'll tell you, it's made the world a difference for him. I mean, for his anxiety, and it's been absolutely amazing for him. He's a different kid.
Landon did that for a little while, but not... Yeah. It was supposed to be for that same reason, the whole ADD thing.
Yeah.
Here's the good side of my mic.
I can't say that he's doing it for that, but... we just did it for something for him to do in the winter, and
it's not winter right now.
I know, but that's when we started. But he couldn't make it through a class without having some serious anxiety and panic issues. Hell, now, man, it's no issue.
Ready to go?
Yeah, and for him to say that he thinks he can do a tournament is pretty damn cool. So
that is cool.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. It was really neat.
Well, hey. I've got a little bit of a baby update.
Is that this button? Nope. It is.
I think that's a creepy baby laugh. Yeah. So after the Tanglefoot Brewfest, we were taking... Molly had drove us, and she's like, hey, do you guys mind coming... Well, actually, we went to grab something to eat. And then after that, she's like, hey, do you guys mind going to Target with us to get a crib? And we were still feeling pretty good, I think. Were you feeling pretty good at that time?
Yeah. Probably too good.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, let's go.
Did you offer to pay for it?
Pay for what?
The crib.
The crib? No.
So you weren't feeling that good.
Target had a deal. You got some $40 gift card or something. So we went there. anyway, long story short, we went from Arnold to South County, which is about 15 minutes away.
Yeah.
And we got a crib, brought it back. It was going to stay at Molly's folks for now, and Josh and I were bringing it inside, and it was the wrong color.
Oh no!
Yeah. So it went back the next day because Molly and her mom went out and did some more baby shopping. They got a new crib.
That's what the next 9 months will be. Great.
A pack and play with this. That's some sort of like, what is it? Not a crib, but
mobile crib.
Playpen with the changing table type thing. Sheets, clothing. We're doing all elephants. That's what we're doing. We're doing elephants for the nursery.
Interesting.
So, yeah. You know my feeling on elephants.
No.
I'm pro elephant.
Oh.
No,
okay.
No, I just like elephants. I have no. I like Dumbo.
Have you adopted an elephant in Africa?
I have, and he's coming around.
Is he?
Yes.
You leave peanuts out for him in the yard?
Now, that's a myth. They really don't like peanuts.
Man, quite the elephant expert.
That was pretty forceful.
I know.
They enjoy donuts.
He was offended by that.
He was. Yeah, you could tell. There was some disdain in his voice there.
Gosh, Greg. Relax.
I'm sorry.
Let's get off the elephant talk.
Yeah.
So anyway, and I'd like to thank you for last Thursday helping move a bunch of stuff out of the baby's room. Which will be the baby's room and out of her storage unit.
Moving.
Have you started the wedding fund yet?
The wedding fund? We already got married.
For her?
No, for the baby.
No, I haven't.
Well, there's got to be. You got to.
College wedding.
College wedding. Yeah.
Everything else.
Yeah.
So
starts with like dance and all
father-daughter dance, kindergarten year.
Yep. That's
stuff to look forward to.
It's going to be a lot of money.
Huh.
So, you got an investment opportunity.
This is not normally the thing that we talk about on this show, is it? Oh, yes, I bought another house. About a year ago, we were talking about the first house that I bought, and I just closed the deal on buying a second one.
Cool.
Pretty excited about it. Yep. Closed the deal on Friday, and the first one worked out really well for me, and hopefully the second one.
Where's this one at?
Do the same. It's in Hillsboro, actually, about 6 miles away from me.
So tell me this. Whoa, sorry about that. Tell me this story. Jeff was saying he was helping you, working on something. Then all of a sudden, you look behind you, and someone just walked into the house.
Yeah, I think Jeff was more caught off guard than I was. We had left the front door open just because there's no electric on right now, but Greg's brother Jeff was helping me rewire some things that the inspector wanted to have kind of cleaned up before we had the electric turned on. And we're sitting there, we're kind of hunched over, we're looking for a ground line underneath the kitchen sink, which would have been tied into the water line. And all of a sudden I hear a man's voice, which Greg's nephew, Jeff's son, Logan, was standing in the direction that this voice came from. And it was really weird because I hear a, "Hey, what's up, man?"
I'm a man now.
I went on band camp.
I look up and there's this guy standing there, and he's like, "Hey, how's it going?" And he lives across the street and one door down, but I kind of know him because he was my son's baseball coach last year. But he caught us off guard. I had talked to him a week or so prior, and Jeff was really. I think it kind of freaked Jeff out.
Well, at least you kind of knew the guy, though.
Yeah,
it's not like a complete stranger.
Yeah, he wasn't a complete stranger.
Hey,
but
kids!
I was in a tough spot because Jeff's kind of, I don't know. He's busy trying to figure out what's going on, and what so we're moving from place to place, and this guy just wanted to like talk, which is fine. One of these days I need to, he wanted to tell me like the history of the house and like who's lived there and like what they did and all this other stuff, and it wasn't the right time, but yeah, so Jeff was kind of freaked out by it. But the funny thing is that Jeff, who's usually a very like quiet and not, he doesn't really go out of his way to talk to people all that much. We went to Home Depot to get some stuff, and this cashier rang us out. So we're walking out, and Jeff turns to her and he says, "Hey, did you move down here from the Arnold store?" And she's like, "Yeah, as a matter of fact, I did." She goes, I live about 5 miles south here. She's long story. I mean, we were like stuck.
Right.
And he's just like standing there kind of uncomfortable, like, how do I get out of this conversation now? And he just kept going, And,
way to go, Jeff.
Yeah, and so we're like trying to, it was a series of like trying to just get this stuff done as quickly as possible. And so we're like walking out, and he's like, "Oh man, Wendy's really rubbing off on me." I'm like starting to like just talk to people now. He goes, in the past, I would have just looked at her and thought to myself, "She looks familiar," but I had to open my big mouth, and I didn't know how to get out of it.
I gotta poop.
But he did that a couple times. It was kind of strange hanging out with him. I haven't spent a whole lot of time with him, but he just had a way of talking to people, and I'm like, "This isn't Jeff."
No.
Hope he's listening.
Yep. Probably is.
He'll probably call in.
Yeah, they'll butt dial in. Man, I'm like frozen here. Is that normal?
No, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. All good. Keep rolling.
Okay.
So I went to the Cardinal game last night.
You were there?
Shout out. Huh?
Did they lose?
Shout out.
No, they won.
They won.
Shout out to my son Caleb. He hopefully he'll be listening, or if he's not listening, he'll be watching. He got some free tickets because he got the A honor roll last year again.
Oh, awesome!
So we picked last night to go to the game, and just a couple of observations that I had. So St. Louis Cardinals, they're in decent shape this year. They're fighting for a wild card spot.
The problem is they've never quite been out of it. So it's like
You're holding hope.
You're holding hope still, but
it's not going to happen.
You're like grabbing.
Yeah. So, but the funny thing is, I wanted to park really close to the stadium this time. Normally, if I know I'm going with several people, or I know I'm going to be like staying for most of the game, which last night we only stayed for like 5 innings, but I'll park, the 5 blocks away for, $10 or whatever, save a few dollars. But I was like, man, I'm kind of nervous. I'm gonna choose safety over frugality. Sure. And I parked like 2 blocks away and paid, $20. But so I don't know. I just got that uneasy feeling when you're downtown sometimes. And then whenever we did leave, we were completely by ourselves. Like there was no crowd or anything because we left, in the middle of the game. And I'm glad I parked so close. But something weird that I saw, and Caleb went to a game with his grandma earlier, like a month or so ago. There's this family that he says was there the last time that he went. They're outside the stadium, like right across from that Patio's restaurant. It's a big bar and restaurant. Whole family, where you normally see the guy playing the saxophone. You know what I'm talking about? And you walk by, you throw in it. Yeah, exactly. You're throwing it. There's a whole family out there now.
A family of saxophonists?
But no, they're playing all different instruments, and they're playing music.
Jesus music?
No, they were playing something, I forget what it is, but it was something popular, some pop music or something. They weren't singing, but they were just playing music. But they have like this sign that says, "Please help us get to like band camp," or something like that.
Again with band camp.
Yeah. And I'm not to say anything derogatory. These do not look like poor kids by any means. It's a family. The mom was like standing in the background. They were well dressed.
Could they carry a tune?
Yeah, they were fine. I don't know what the circumstances were, but it just struck me as odd that they were. Normally the saxophone guy or whomever's doing it, you kind of think that that might be his
only
way
gig
of making money. But they were like asking for donations to like send them somewhere. I didn't look at it that closely, but it was like to band camp or whatever.
Well, it could be like not just the family. Maybe it's like an entire, like schools and churches have fundraisers
It could
for
be
stuff like that. Maybe it was going towards that.
Yeah. I thought it was strange, though. I don't know. It just wasn't what I was used to. And it just...
Hell, I'd be worried about getting robbed.
Exactly. I mean, they had like a guitar case, it was full of cash. Well, not full, but, it had quite a bit in it. It just was kind of strange because you normally see people who are standing on street corners that are asking for donations are, a
little rough.
Rough, homeless looking or something, or they at least have like a... I lost my job, or I'm a vet, or, whatever reason. And they just seem like they were just a family from one of the suburbs and just looking for handouts. It just seems strange to me.
When you go to a restaurant, if your server doesn't look a little rough, you won't tip them then, huh? That's what you're saying.
That's a stretch.
Oh,
that's a stretch.
Okay.
What? I didn't get. What's he trying to say?
I'm
he's
being a
saying that they're given a service by playing music and they should be tipped, I guess is what he's trying to say.
There you go.
But yeah,
if you're enjoying it, throw a...
I mean, you're walking by so fast.
You're walking by. It's not like you go there.
But then you walk away to the beat.
No,
I've never thrown money in there.
I disagree.
I'm a
Good
hypocrite.
try.
I've never thrown anything in there.
Good try, Greg.
So you want to get into our news, or you want to start with our snack? It's getting towards halftime.
Oh, well, we'll do one snack.
One snack. Let's hear that snack tune.
Cashews, almonds, macadamia nuts, lilac, pecans too, pistachios,
Why don't you set these up, sir? You
Okay.
brought the snack this week.
Yeah, and I got these at Aldi's the other day.
Aldi. Who doesn't love Aldi?
Clancy brand.
Clancy, yeah. Have you talked to Clancy lately?
Yeah, I have.
Aldi is
Do you
one
have
of
a
those.
recording of it?
Aldi is a restaurant, or a restaurant, as a
Restaurant.
a grocery store is one of those polarizing topics I've found.
Really?
I can find people, that I work with
that
now.
hate it?
Yeah, they won't come right out and say I hate it, but they choose not to like it.
Really?
Yeah, kind of look down upon it. And I'll some of the people I work with live like out in Baldwin.
What are you saying?
A little uppity. So what did you?
But they'll go to Trader Joe's, which is owned by
Right. The same product.
Did you mention what this is?
No, it's from Clancy's.
Well, yeah, but
A Chile Rellano Snack Mix. I've never
it's-
had a Chile Rellano.
it's basically a Chex Mix,
Yeah.
but
I assume it's supposed to have cheese flavor and a little bit of spicy flavor. I've never had a Chile Rellano. Have you?
it's got some
Good.
It's got some kick. It's got some spice to it.
The other bag she got was Hatch chili flavored.
It's got those little Gardetto
yeah.
Those are the best.
Yeah.
The rye pieces.
yeah, that's great.
Isn't that Melba toast?
All ryes.
Probably
All the time.
It says it's a rye chip.
Rye chip.
So,
Uh-oh,
is this on your little... are you allowed to eat this?
I'm allowed to eat it. She's not.
Oh, okay. Because This
She said she was
may be
gonna go- she may-
considered a carb.
Yeah, it is. She said she was going to go back and buy a couple bags and hide them so that they would be available when she's off her diet.
I don't see carbs on here.
It's all grain, of course.
Yeah,
I bet there's carbs in it. There's
Oh.
sugar in it. So
Anyway,
22 grams.
if you make your way to Aldi and
it's not bad.
want yourself a spicy Chex Mix snack,
Party mix.
pick this up. It's very delicious. You know what? It's probably at Trader Joe's, but under a different name.
Probably. I wonder what the Clancy brand is at Trader Joe's. Man, my mic doesn't sound like it's working.
Well, you got your mouth away from it.
So,
Turn it.
segueing from the diet and all that talk, did you guys hear this? That Kmart was changing the terminology, I guess, if you will, of their plus sizes.
I heard this.
No.
Yeah.
So plus sizes is, I think that's kind of, normally it's women's,
Well,
right? Women's
I
clothing?
think there's some women clothing stores that are all plus size that they don't call it plus. It's just their
okay.
normal size.
Right.
Their size.
And then with men, it's usually like big and tall.
Right.
I think a lot of that is, I mean, plus size sometimes,
Right. Means
you
tall.
know, you need tall to,
Right.
you know.
So Kmart decided that in this day and age, when everything is so sensitive to the sizing
Snowflakes.
and all of that, they're going to rebrand their plus sizes, and they're going to call it fabulously sized.
You know what I see this as?
I love that eye roll you had.
This is an attempt by Kmart to have a little virility or to catch on, have a little buzz to their product.
Because
Yeah.
Kmart
And
sucks.
Kmart's terrible.
And stave off bankruptcy and closing all of
Right.
their stores. That's exactly what this is.
But they could have came up. That just sounds
It
ridiculous.
sounds ridiculous.
Well, I've heard
Uh-oh, he's got a weapon.
No.
that I won't mention any names, but someone calls someone, they call them fab all the time, and they don't mean fabulous, they mean fat ass
Bastard.
biznitch.
Oh!
So do you think Kmart is kind of joking around?
Who does that?
Well, I've never
I
heard
said
that.
it's anonymous.
Is it a famous person?
No, someone I know.
Oh. So is it
Nah.
like a thing?
Fab is like really a.
Is it a thing?
It's not. I don't think it's a
Well,
thing. But could you imagine if Kmart just has this underlying joke under this?
Yeah.
Well,
Like calling someone fat ass, because fabulous.
Yeah.
do you remember when Kmart had their shipping campaign a couple years ago?
Oh, just ship
The-
it.
Yeah.
Or
the-
no.
I ship my
I
pants.
ship my.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that was hilarious.
Those were hilarious.
yeah.
So maybe it is.
It didn't make me shop.
No, it didn't make me shop there anymore either. I mean, Kmart owns Sears, or does Sears own Kmart?
I think Kmart owns Sears.
I think you're right. And they've closed almost all Sears stores. But I mean, Sears.
It's terrible.
I mean, they really could have had a thing. How well they did catalog shopping back in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah, but
they really.
But they stuck with it.
Right, that's the problem. They held
didn't
on
adopt.
too long.
Yeah, service merchandise went out of business.
Service, man, that's a store I haven't thought of in a long time.
Pulled that out of
There's
there.
a little pop culture for you.
Hey, let's get into our beer and then
Okay.
we'll get to our next story.
All right.
Oh.
Wow, look at that.
You like that? Mm-hmm. So this one is from one of my favorite places in America, from Asheville, North Carolina. This is from French Broad Brewing Company. This is Wee-Heavy-Er Scotch Ale.
How high?
7%.
Oh, that's not bad.
So it's not that bad.
It's not bad for a Wee-Heavy at all. Scotch ales are yummy.
So what makes a Scotch ale?
I think they're aged in like Scotch barrels, right?
Scotch barrels? Because they don't. This one definitely doesn't have that strong whiskey barrel. So whiskey is different than Scotch.
Scotland
So-
versus America.
Scotch ales traditionally go through a long boil in a kettle for caramelization of the wort. This
what it said.
produces a deeper to brown in color brew. Compared to Scottish ales, they'll be sweeter and fuller bodied, and of course higher in alcohol, with much more pronounced malty caramel and roasted malt flavor.
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
This is really good.
It is really good. This is not at all like what I am used to with any kind of barrel aged.
It kind of sweetens the spicy that we
Very
just
sweet.
had.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah. So Wee-Heavy, isn't there?
Wee-Heavy-Er.
Mill had a Wee-Heavy.
Yeah.
I think higher alcohol content than that.
Yeah.
Theirs was good too, though.
Which,
Okay, I think you gave me the shit mic while I was off last week.
no, just turn it.
Test.
Hey.
Hey,
Turn the other way.
test.
There we go. There it is.
Yeah, like I said, the shit mic.
Yeah, we switched.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you can tell. You had it for a
No.
while, and you gave it to me.
No.
I don't think so. Mine always sounds good.
Yeah, imagine that.
It's the same exact mic. So this is a good beer. I recommend going to Asheville. I want to go again.
Did you guys do the Biltmore while you were out there?
Yes,
Did you?
but the breweries there were much more fun. Biltmore is cool
If you like history.
if you like history, but beer, there's history in beer. So did you hear this story? Okay.
Tell me
So-
a story, Greg.
So you know the whole hurricane happening. There was, of course, what was it? In Harvey in Texas.
Paul Harvey?
Yeah. And then I think of that Pumpkinhead Harvey.
Yeah, Pumpkinhead Harvey.
Except Hurricane Harvey. Okay. In Florida, obviously, they had Irma just go through, and a lot of families left to get refuge, in higher up states, right? Well, a few of them went to the Braves game to see their lovely Marlins play the Braves.
Okay.
Well, when they're sitting around watching the game, all of a sudden they play a song, and I'm sure you've heard it before. That goes, "Here I am, rock you like a hurricane."
Wow.
Of course, the Braves, it's part of their.
It's a coincidence.
Yeah. Sure.
Well, it's a coincidence. I mean, the song's from 1984.
And everybody crying in the
And it's been played at every sporting event probably since then. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, some people got really offended from it. And
Of course.
the Braves, what do we got going
man.
on here?
Oh, we got some power surging going on
This
here.
is
Wow.
not good.
Wow.
Are we still online?
We are.
I don't know how.
It's flickering.
Wow.
This is
That was
weird.
wild.
Yeah.
We're
So
still
anyway, insensitive folks.
No,
It's
the
very-
sensitive folks.
The sensitive folks. The Braves.
Why do you hate on sensitive folks so much?
The Braves had to apologize,
You're
which I
calling
think is a little silly. I mean, it's kind of like it's a Scorpion song. They didn't
Molly says it's only down here, not upstairs.
really.
Maybe it's a ghost. Maybe you pissed off some
I
ghost from the
did,
netherworld.
yeah, probably.
Well, he has like pigtails of extension cords. plugged into one another. Oh,
no.
That has nothing to
fire
do with it.
inspector, no, that is not true. There are no extension cords in use in the studio.
No, ridiculous.
So yeah, you hate on snowflakes quite a bit.
I do. Another thing. Hey, you want to get the snack?
Hey.
Let's get to snack number 2. Let's do
Okay.
it.
Oh, gee.
Okay, that's enough of that.
See? He yells at me for using the board.
Man, he's just
During
trying
the
to do his
show.
job.
Stop it. Stop it.
Oh, we've got a bag and a half here. We got a
Cookies and
Those are probably stale. They've
Scream.
been open.
We get to eat all of them.
Oh, whoa, man.
So somebody said these are gross.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Somebody in the chat room.
I thought it was Jen who said that.
Let me see.
Yeah, it was Jim.
So these are like black speckled M&Ms.
And they're
They're M&Ms.
cookies and cream, right?
No cookies and Scream.
I know, but yeah, black
there is
speckled,
a little different flavor to them.
dark chocolate, and white chocolate. So if you break one in half, it should be white on the inside. They don't look as
It's white
speckled.
on the inside.
They don't look nearly as speckled as they do in the picture on
False
the bag.
advertising.
They're very
They're
just
speckled.
dark. No, not really.
Yeah, they are.
No.
Man, that's a big one there. That's a weird one.
Maybe it's got peanut in it.
I think they're good.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they're gross.
Look,
Oh, here we go. Look.
of the M&M flavors that you've had, the weird off flavors, I think this is probably one of the better ones.
Like what?
Like the peanut butter and strawberry one.
Oh, I never had that one.
The what they have, the pepper nut one or whatever.
Yeah.
There was a coffee one we had.
Yeah, the
that
coffee one was pretty good.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
I think this is really good.
I don't remember the peanut butter and strawberry one. Was that one of their weird test flavor ones?
I don't remember that either.
I think it was for one of the Transformer movies.
There was a caramel.
Caramel is still out.
new now, yeah.
Yeah.
In fact,
We have those in the concession stand at work, actually.
obviously these are out for Halloween because, you know, cookies and Screem, which is nice because it's not a pumpkin flavor like everything
Good
else.
point.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen these, but I've seen the caramel M&Ms in the Halloween packs, in the little tiny ones.
Oh, okay.
I thought those... oh, crap. We don't have electric at home.
Oh, so there
Shit.
was a power flingy.
I might have to
dingy.
go, because that means work doesn't have power.
Gotta go fire up the generators.
No, we don't have generators. That's the problem.
You gotta go get on the treadmill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do I look like I get on the treadmill?
get them hamsters going. So while you're figuring that out, did you know clowns are protesting the movie It?
Wait, again,
what?
this is ridiculous.
Again, more sensitivity.
All our stories are...
Clowns aren't supposed to have feelings. What the hell?
Well, they're either happy
Right.
or sad.
Right. There's no angst in there.
No.
It's happy or sad.
There's no angst.
So what's the movie It about again?
That's
A
scary.
clown that lives in the sewers and eats children.
Yeah, Stephen King, right?
Right.
There was a whole thing, what was that, about a year ago, where the clowns
Yeah.
sightings in the woods
Yeah.
and all
Oh,
that sort
yeah,
of
I
thing?
do remember that. Yeah.
I don't remember there being any protesting about that. Was there?
Because they were the clowns doing it.
Yeah.
So what are they protesting over?
The negative clown
Oh,
stereotype.
Jesus.
Oh, my God.
You need to remember that clowns are people too.
This can't be. This got to be a joke.
Hashtag clowns lives matter.
The Thunder Bay Clown Club.
This has to be Canada,
They use a yahoo.com address, so
which
you
means
know-
they're over 60.
Yeah. So what's funny is well, I guess not funny, but someone's been hanging red balloons
Yeah,
from
I've seen
sewer
that.
grates, like from the movie It.
Right.
Anyway, I just thought it was funny because everyone protests everything and everyone gets mad about everything. So what's the word on the power
Bailing
outage?
on us?
I have to step away for
gotta
a second. No, our payroll lady's calling me saying there's no power up.
Okay, we got
Nobody's getting paid.
We'll
could be a real thing.
we'll bring you back when there's something important going on. So, what do you?
You're geeking out about
I guess
this next story.
so.
I'm
J.J.
sure.
Abrams is the what's his name? Gosh, I can't even remember his name.
Well, so he was the director.
The one dude left Star Wars.
Have power at home.
He's coming through still.
Yeah, he's a loud talker. And J.J. Abrams is back.
Colin
Maybe there may be only one
Trevorrow.
Yeah,
Trevorrow.
so he left, and
So why? Why did he leave?
I don't know if they actually gave a reason. Usually it's because of, they say, differences of opinion or something like that. They always say something like that.
Yeah.
Well, I would
But anyway, J.J. Abrams did The Force Awakens. You like The Force Awakens, right?
Remind me of which one
it's
that
number
is.
7 with the big, basically it was like a Death Star.
I would say shut down.
It was the new, the first
right, with the
newest
girl?
one. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Although the last 2 had girls.
Oh shoot! I get him so confused. There's so many.
It wasn't the last one. It was the one before it.
Oh man. Okay.
Oh, it had the dude with the lightsaber with the
Okay.
I can't even think of his name. Wow, me, such a Star Wars
You
fan.
are. Yeah. You're really selling it.
Kylo Ren. There you go.
Okay. Meh.
And Rey. Okay. Anyway, he's back.
Ray. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I remember her.
J.J. Abrams is back, so we can.
Okay.
we can be happy.
all
There's a good
celebrate.
Well, you know, the Han Solo movie
Yeah.
that was being directed by the guys who did the Lego movie. They left as
What?
well. I think what Disney says, it wasn't going in the right direction.
Yeah, so they fired him, did
They
they?
fired him, and they brought in Ron Howard.
Really?
Yeah. So we'll probably see Clint Howard in a stormtrooper outfit or
So
something.
you wouldn't really see Clint Howard then, though.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
So I heard that some of this, restructuring or whatever is going to push things back, 6 months here and there.
But 6 months in movie world isn't really...
No, but the thing is, though, is that there had been this plan, of a summer release and a Christmas release, and a summer release and a Christmas release.
Well-
and they were gonna stagger that. Now they're saying that the Han Solo movie and this one that you're referring to are going to come out like at the same time, or approximately the same time.
Oh, I thought it was a year apart still.
Was it? I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe.
But they're both at Christmas time now.
Oh, okay.
Because the new one, number, what's it? 8?
Yeah.
That comes out.
Look at me.
the Last Jedi.
So
There's a lot-
9 is the last one, right?
Well, the last of this trilogy. Disney's going to milk this.
Yeah,
not a
if it's
trilogy
gonna
anymore.
make money, there's gonna
Sure.
be more.
Well, okay.
But I mean, this storyline
Can you-
that,
yeah,
you know-
they'll say this will be
okay.
a trilogy, then they'll go with this trilogy. It'd be different.
A new trilogy,
I know,
not a. What's a 9 movie thing?
but this.
nine.
Well, yeah.
There's no longer trilogies anymore. It's just It's kind of like. Yeah, I mean these things go on forever.
Hey, they're Star Wars movies. Don't knock
Yeah.
'em.
Okay, I knew you guys would feel that way. Like those Avengers movies. Like at some point.
People are going to get tired of comic book movies. You
No,
think?
never.
No, I don't know, but I mean,
think so.
It's either that or at some point you gotta move on to something else, not try to continuously intertwine everything.
I think that's the problem with the Marvel movies are all good, but they're all kind of the same.
It all runs
Right.
together for me. I can't keep it. I can't keep it
I
separated.
think this Spider-Man I think that was. I mean, yeah, it was a Marvel Sony. That one that came out had a lot of things that weren't the same, though. That made me enjoy it a lot more. But I hope they start making more movies like that don't always follow the book.
Oh. I thought you liked it to stay true to the.
No, that's fine if they. But I'm saying that every one of those movies, good guy finds this thing, bad guys attain this thing, good guys have to beat up the bad guy to get the thing back.
Okay.
That's kind of
Oh,
how every one of these,
yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Wait, Greg is criticizing
He
comic book
is,
movies?
I know. So you'd like to see the bad guy prevail, maybe a little bit or something, or
Well,
not go so according to the cookie cutter script.
Yeah, exactly. You want to see a cookie cutter script? See the first Fantastic Four movie. That is
Yeah.
just like,
crap.
and I didn't even see this newest Fantastic. Anyway,
Or the Back to the Future movies?
What?
those are not cookie cutter. I'm shutting your mic off. You know you don't believe that.
I know. I just did it to get you going.
So Jerry Seinfeld before Seinfeld, huh?
Yeah, we're running out of time here, aren't we?
We're on no time limit.
I think
It's an hour
we are.
show.
Why?
Do you want to go 7 hours?
We got 4 more bullet points. I don't think it's going to last 7 hours.
You better talk fast, homie.
He's got to get to dinner.
No, I gotta go check on work.
Dinner's ruined. Electric's off.
They're in Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A's doesn't have power. Yeah, Jerry's got a Netflix show coming, which is cool, and he's talking about the stand-up is all kind of talking about his old days of stand-up, his original days before Seinfeld.
Could you
And-
imagine being one of those road warriors during that time and doing, or even now, and doing stand-up night after night
No.
after night in different town
No.
after town after town?
I would listen to those guys that used to be on Bob and Tom, the morning show out of Indianapolis or whatever.
Yeah.
And those guys would come through and be in the middle of shows and come through the next and wake up and do this at 5 a.m. and do that.
Right.
I mean, and they were always trying to be on, and it just
That'd be tough.
God, it's got to be hard.
You could tell they were always, they always fed them stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So I heard
you got a new haircut.
Yeah. So what's
So you
with
went to
these
band camp?
Yeah.
So you
You ever had brownies?
You got some new jeans, I hear. What's going on with that?
Oh, man.
But yeah, no, I can't imagine. Did you want to get into your pop culture segment?
I don't care.
He's eating M&Ms, so you don't care.
I love that
What
music.
is it? Are you okay there?
I'm okay. So, yeah. This week, pop culture, I'd like to talk about TGIF. Remember ABC?
Yeah.
Great topic.
Urkel.
Friday night.
We could spend an hour on this subject.
All right, let's start our hour.
Maybe 7 hours.
Urkel or Family Matters. Full House.
Step by step.
Step by Step.
Perfect Strangers.
Oh, Balky. Man, I forgot all about
Hanging with
Balky.
Mr. Cooper.
I didn't like that
Yeah,
show.
that wasn't great.
Well, I kind of bring this up partially because Hulu's getting all those shows
Oh, really?
Like the
in a couple weeks.
reruns?
Yeah.
The originals?
All the originals, Family Matters, Full House, Perfect Strangers, Step by Step.
Step by Step. Which one was that? Was that
Suzanne Summers.
Suzanne
Yeah.
Summers and
Patrick Duffy.
Patrick Duffy.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, I just remember watching this every Friday night. I mean,
Everybody did.
it was good family comedy. There's not any of this anymore.
No.
Well, because everything's so saturated. There is shows out there still.
Are on Nickelodeon.
Our shows.
Sorry, English professor. There are shows still out there that are on, and I mean, there's this new Kevin Knows Best or Kevin Can Wait. I
Yeah, that's it. That's got.
think.
What's his
Kevin
name?
James.
Yeah, Kevin James. That's a
and
good
Leah
show.
Remini
is
She's going to be on the show.
on there.
That's a good show.
Yeah, and there's what else? But there are good sitcoms out there right now. It's
Right.
just you don't
Some
hear
of them
about
are a
much.
little like too much for kids to watch.
That's
You know,
true.
Like you
know
said,
what-
you stopped doing Big Bang because
yeah, a little
they get
racy.
yeah.
That can get a little racy. You know what I think killed the family sitcom though? Reality television.
Really?
When Survivor started coming on and the success of Survivor, and then Big
Oh,
Brother
yeah,
and
you're
shows
right.
like that, there was no
From the
there was
networks.
no room for one,
Yeah.
and then no need for those family sitcoms because everybody was watching reality TV.
Yeah, that's true.
No more Full House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get Fuller House on Netflix.
Yeah.
I remember like sitting around, and we had a little like 13-inch television in our kitchen,
Oh yeah.
and turning that on, like thinking, oh, it's 7 o'clock, or it's whatever, it's getting close to 7 o'clock, and Urkel's coming on, or whatever
Did
it
I
is.
do that?
And, yeah, a little, just watching it, whether we were, because we weren't able to make it into the living room.
The 12 steps into the living room.
Well, no, because we were eating dinner.
dinner.
oh,
still.
man, you guys ate late.
Well,
Yeah.
sometimes if it was, normally it was, we were watching on the big, the 27-inch TV or whatever it
Tube
was.
television that
Yeah.
weighed 140 pounds.
Yeah, so if you weren't able to do that, then you watched it on the 13-inch.
Sure. No, I get that.
But yeah, I remember sitting around watching those.
Yeah, I remember watching it together as a family, imagine that.
Yeah.
And then later on having my own little TV in my room and watching it,
Now, that was ABC, right?
ABC, yeah.
Yeah.
What was Growing Pains on?
ABC.
That wasn't part of...
That wasn't
That
part
was
of it.
earlier, wasn't it? That was in the
Oh,
I think
before.
that was earlier.
Okay.
mid
Yeah.
80s, early 80s.
They did a really good job with that marketing. I mean, that whole TGIF,
Yeah.
that was known everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah. It's Friday night and the mood is
Yeah.
right. Gonna
Yeah.
have some fun, show you how it's done. TGIF.
And they would have, like, the different stars of those shows would, like, promo...
Singing, yep.
the night. Like, oh, hey, first up we got look what I can't even remember.
Look what Urkel's doing on
Urkel.
tonight's show.
Yeah.
He's destroying something.
Jaleel White.
I don't think they
And then
went like
the
that.
dad, the dad, the
Reginald
cop,
Vell Johnson.
he was in Die Hard, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yes. He's
He's a cop and everything.
He was a cop in Perfect Strangers, which is a spin-off to Family Matters. Chicago
What?
cop. Yes.
Family Matters spun off of
Perfect Strangers.
Really?
Yes.
I did
Carl
not
Winslow
know that.
was a cop from Perfect Strangers.
No way.
Yes.
Huh? I didn't know that.
Both in Chicago.
Huh.
There you go.
Wow. I don't think I ever realized that either one of those shows were in Chicago. I knew that Full House was in San Francisco
Right.
because of the bridge. Is
Right, right.
And Wake Up
Opening.
San Francisco was the show.
Yeah, right.
Chicago
Yeah,
gets all the
that's
good
good
TV
stuff.
shows.
Yeah. That is good stuff.
So you want to talk about the Apple event that went on for a little
Yeah,
bit?
we kind of teased it last week.
Yeah.
They got a spare $1,000.
That's
Starting at.
Right.
So they introduced iPhone 8 and iPhone 8 Plus, which is kind of the predecessor to the 7, obviously. And it was kind of like meh. I mean, really, to me, you're listening to three people that are Android fans more than Apple.
Yeah.
So I see that, and I'm kind of like, well, it's kind of exactly like the last one. Then they come out with iPhone X, which is actually iPhone 10, is what they are calling it.
Yeah.
I saw that, but I didn't know what it
Which
stood
is kind of confusing because is there going to be an iPhone 9 then?
for. So these two phones are different?
They're
8
different.
and 10?
X, which is actually iPhone 10.
Sorry.
That one has almost like no bezel, so the screen goes all the way to the edges, and that's the one that starts at $99 or
$999.
$999.
There's no decimal place in there. It's $999.
Yeah, and that's for the lower end one, the 64 gig one. They have like 128 one or 256 something too.
Yeah, and it's
I don't
like-
think they even told you the price of that one.
$1249.
Oh, my God.
Can you imagine? That's more, and they even said that is as much as a MacBook Pro.
Yeah.
or
That's
a
my
MacBook.
house payment.
Yeah, that's just I don't get it. So their new thing on that is Face Unlock. There's no button. Which a button? Okay, do any of your phones have buttons?
No.
because
Yeah, I mean, who cares? Why is that a thing?
It's not a thing. But mine, like Face Unlock was put in place on Android phones. What, ice cream sandwich? Like
7
5 years ago?
Yeah.
5. So, and it wasn't
more than
great
5
then.
years ago. Yeah, it was a long time ago.
It wasn't a good thing then, and now they brought it. Apple has brought it, and now it's the biggest thing ever. And it's funny because they tried to do the Face Unlock on stage, and it failed.
Oh, man, that
it
is
failed.
funny.
And
Oh,
then
did it really?
He had to put in the pin.
Why in the world? I mean, some of that stuff, if it's going to fail, I mean, I could see that messing up, like, in real life. You know,
Sure.
just like whatever, you get a smudge on the
Yeah.
camera or
Sure.
something.
Or you have a mustache now?
They say it's got all these little points of that it.
I mean,
can track
who
your
cares?
face. And,
Why is that a thing?
I'd rather use my fingerprint to unlock something that I understand.
But even that, I mean, it's your phone. It's not like it's your safe. I
Yeah,
mean,
No, but
I mean,
the
I got-
confidential stuff
Boom! I hit it. It opens.
But he probably has confidential stuff on his phone, and I know I have confidential stuff on my phone.
sure, but you can also do the screen lock.
you
right,
do
but
pin
the
number
fingerprint
on
is so much easier. You put your finger on the back and it goes.
Yeah, I hear that, but I mean, it's just some of that stuff. As long as that is like a proven technology, but the facial recognition thing, it just seems so. We're not there yet, and I don't want to spend $1,200.
I don't know. I just don't want to look at my
Yeah.
look at my phone like that. And they besides that they introduced Animojis, which are animated emojis.
Which is
Oh,
stupid.
great!
So you can talk into your phone and have it animate the pile of poop talking like you. It's so stupid.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
So that's a big thing.
Yeah.
One thing that I did like, but then I'm like, well, I'm not going to go buy it, is Apple TV 4K was also announced. So if you've bought any HD movies through the Apple Store, iTunes Store, whatever, it'll automatically upgrade you to the 4K version, which is nice if you have a 4K TV in your plug. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to spend another $179 for the thing.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to spend that to get the newest version of it, you know.
You have an alarm going off?
No.
Show's over.
Also, they announced the Apple Watch with cellular LTE.
So you can pay your carrier even more money.
What
So-
does it have now? Oh, it's
So
Bluetooth.
right now it
connect your
syncs
phone.
with your phone. So, I mean, is this more of an idea that people that don't have an Apple phone, like an iPhone, can get? I didn't really get enough from this. Like, I like the idea of still being able. You just need to strap on your watch. You're going running or whatever. You listen to your music.
I get annoyed. Like sometimes I'm noticing this more and more at work, especially where people are in meetings and they're looking at their phone, and I'm seeing them scrolling.
Yeah.
And I'm
Their
like,
watch, you mean?
Yeah. Or sorry, their watch. Yeah, they're looking at their watch and they're scrolling, and they're swiping, and it's like, come on. I mean, it's just.
I agree.
It's
rude.
It is rude, and you know, there's certain, you know, I don't know.
Watch doesn't do any of that.
We don't have any policies at my work or anything like that, but there's kind of like that, I don't know, etiquette, I guess, of like you don't look at your phone, you know, be present
Right.
in the meeting because it's important.
Right.
We need your input, you know, whatever it might be. So I've seen people kind of, you know, keep their phones put away, but then now they're
looking at their watch,
wrist, and it's exactly the same
games.
thing. Yeah,
Right. No, I completely agree.
it drives me crazy. I'm sounding like an old man when I start shaking my fist at it. Yeah, today's youth.
Today's youth.
Actually, a lot of these people that I see doing this are older. It's the older generation that have at least in my experience, that have the watches. I don't see the younger generation having the watches so
It's
much.
expensive, and well,
Pointless.
I don't know. It's a lot to have that much stuff on your watch. You have all that technology
Right.
on your phone. What do you need the same?
Yeah.
I don't know. I still don't get the watch. I don't understand
Yeah.
it. But with them saying, okay, you could do this, you know, if I'm able to stream music or something with it, maybe it's got a little bit of a
All right, guys, I got to go to work.
gotta go to work. Well, hey,
Estimated restoration time is
been a-
8:30, so I have to go check my UPSs and see how much time I have
well,
left.
before you leave, let's say goodbye by everyone visit stuckinbetapodcast.com. Check out all our socials, our YouTube, Facebook, everything. Subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe. Well, there too. Subscribe on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher. Just search for Stuck in Beta. Well, that's been a fun show,
It's been a great show.
and we'll see you next time.